I, a 40-year-old man, have always considered myself a calm and patient person, especially when it comes to driving. I believe in following traffic rules and maintaining safety on the road. However, something happened last week that tested my limits and left me questioning my actions. It was a typical Tuesday evening, and I was driving home with my two kids, Max, who is 12, and Lily, who is 9, after their soccer practice. We were in a good mood, chatting about their day. Suddenly, a car swerved into our lane without signaling, nearly causing us to crash. I had to slam on the brakes, and my kids were terrified. I honked the horn, but the driver, a man in his late 20s, just flipped me off and sped away. I was furious. This wasn't the first time I'd encountered reckless drivers in our neighborhood, and I felt it was time someone took a stand. Without thinking much, I decided to follow the guy. We eventually reached a red light, and I got out of my car, leaving my kids inside. I approached the other driver and confronted him about his dangerous driving. I told him he could have killed us and demanded an apology. He was dismissive, and as I became more angry, he just started pointing and laughing at me. He yelled out the window, "Settle down, buddy, before someone gets hurt." This enraged me, and I punched his window, but it didn't break. He started laughing more and then drove off. I was furious at this point. When I got back into the car, Max and Lily were shaken. Lily was crying, and Max looked scared. I tried to explain that I needed to show the other driver that his actions had consequences, but they were too upset to listen. When we got home, my wife Sarah was livid. Now, I'm torn. On one hand, I feel like I needed to stand up to that reckless driver to protect my family and others on the road. On the other hand, I can see how my actions might have scared my kids and potentially put them at risk. Some of my friends agree with me, saying that sometimes you have to take a stand. Others think I overreacted and that confronting the driver was irresponsible, especially with my kids in the car. So am I the AH for confronting a reckless driver in front of my kids?